Well, welcome to The Topic Is Yours. We are back and better than ever. Welcome to Season 2. Just Clint and I this week. Next week we're going to have some more guests, but for now, it's just him and I. We're going to hang out and talk to you for a little bit. I think you're going to like it. Stick around because we do open up the mailbag at the very end and answer some of your burning questions. So, Clint, let's go ahead and roll it. All right, welcome to The Topic Is Yours. Appreciate you joining us. Sorry for the wait. We do appreciate your patience, though. But welcome to Season 2. Season 2 of The Topic Is Yours. We're going to take this a little bit differently this season. Expect slightly fewer guests. It's going to be a little bit more of Clint and I, which could be a very good thing, but probably will be a very bad thing, specifically when we get Clint involved. Isn't that right, buddy?
That's right. Here I am.
There you are. It's good to have you here, man. But of course, subscribe to us, tell your friends, et cetera, et cetera. Website's still up, so check that out. Send us mailbag suggestions, tweet us. Everything we've already talked about for all of Season 1. So welcome to Season 2. Glad to have you with us. All right, so Clint, what's on your mind, buddy? The topic is yours, my friend.
The topic is mine.
The topic's yours.
This is new and different. I'm not sure how I feel about this just yet. But have you seen the news that came out over the weekend? Oklahoma State's coach, Mike Gundy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know this guy, 10 years ago, he had the rant about...
Oh, yeah, he's a man. He's 40.
He's a man. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah.
I say that every day, and I'm not 40. Just pumps me up.
You're getting close, though, dude.
Gets me going during the day.
Yeah.
What else has he done?
Well, he's got the freaking mullet.
The do.
I love it, by the way.
That takes some spine, man.
It does. No, when I see that on ESPN, I'm like, he may be a weird guy, but he's my kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's pulling it off. He's the head of a respected football program, a relatively prestigious school. We'll go ahead and say that. You graduated from there, so I guess we'll go ahead and say that. But he's rocking that sweet mullet. I mean, that takes courage, and I respect courage.
Yeah, courage is one way of looking at it. I think it's it might be more of an element of apathy, if I could say these words correctly. I think he doesn't care.
I'm apathetic to what you're saying right now.
So I know, bear with me. He did it originally because it embarrassed his son.
Oh, really?
And so
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He was doing it to mess with his own kid.
Yeah.
And he's in a national spotlight. And so it kind of stuck. The players liked it. I think it's a recruiting thing now. It's getting attention for the school, whatever.
Okay. I see him working there. I like it.
So he's got donkeys. He's gone rattlesnake hunting. The guy he's a one of a kind.
Okay.
So this past weekend was the homecoming celebration. And if you haven't seen this on the news, the guy, there was, what was it? It was in the gym, Gallagher-Iba Arena, just filled with people there for a pep rally for the game the next day against Baylor. And so the quarterback was there, and I think what happened was Mike Gundy dared his quarterback to take off his shirt for all the people in attendance.
Okay.
In Gallagher-Iba Arena.
Yeah, and that got your attention.
It's a stadium full of fans cheering, "Take it off. Take it off." So he does, but then for no reason at all, Gundy peels his shirt off with him.
Sweet. Again, the courage.
The courage.
The courage of this man. He's inspiring. He's inspiring a generation.
To go shirtless
to follow your convictions. Grab yourself a mullet, take off your shirt, whatever it is. You follow your heart, follow your dreams.
Within reason.
Well, how do you look?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna let you look that up when you get home.
I'm not going to. I was hoping you would just tell me.
All right, for your own imagination, he was fit.
He's fit,
I guess.
I mean, he strikes me as fit.
I was laughing too hard, man. I wasn't.
Yeah. What was the response from the onlookers?
Massive applause.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that, of course. I mean, they're cheering for their guy.
So that's what went down there, and I'm waiting to see how he tops it. The dude breaks it down and dances after wins in the locker room, peeling his shirt off, just getting naked in front of a bunch of people.
You know, it takes all kinds in this world, and I'm glad he's found his place, and I'm happy for him. But they won too, didn't they?
Oh, it was a blowout. Yeah.
So he inspired the troops.
Okay.
This might be a tradition. Gundy streaks through the locker room, fires everybody up, and then they go win.
That's a weird way to get people pumped up, but if it works, hey, if we win out because he peels off his shirt, I got to go with it. So
I mean, I know you won't be complaining in any way.
Just a little bit. It's a little bit embarrassing when he does this stuff. He's a little bit of a crazy uncle. He's
so
a wild
as an
card.
alum, do you look on him as, like you said, the crazy uncle, or just like, he's just that guy?
No, it's a good thing. He's got his own persona, and it's kind of cool because it's unique, and there's never going to be another Mike Gundy.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done anything to really. I don't think he's stepped over the line. I don't think he stepped too far over the line.
It is pretty amazing, though. The story. I mean, you think about Gundy. He's the coach of in a very small town in Middle America, but he's kind of a household name. You know, if you're a college football fan. I mean, because he's got that rant, and now he's got this haircut, and now he's going naked everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's raising awareness for OSU.
It's a good role model.
Hats off to him.
Take off your clothes, climb the career ladder.
Well,
is that not what we learned from this?
No, that's not what I learned. I'm not going to try that.
I'm going to scratch these notes out then.
That's a good. Excellent. Well, good one.
So, Dave, let's see. You brought a story, right? The topic is yours.
The topic's mine now.
We're not going to say that every time, right?
No, that's so cheesy.
Let's not do that.
But I'm going to say it to you because it's kind of fun to put you. It just makes you uncomfortable.
Yes.
No, so I brought a story. This kind of fits in a little bit about. I mean, you know, I just looked at it today, and it caught my eye because it's so weird, and I just think it oversteps so many lines. There is a company, I want to say Wisconsin, but I'm not entirely sure on that, but it's a tech company, and one of the things that they have asked their employees to do, and it's strictly quote-unquote voluntary, but we'll get to that in a minute, is have a microchip inserted into their wrist. The purpose of this chip is so they can clock in, they can badge in, they can unlock their phones, they can purchase food in the cafeteria, the food court.
Shoot.
They can essentially do everything they want to from while they're on campus there, while just scanning their wrist across this reader. However, you can still do, in my place of employment, I have a badge, and it's tied to a credit card, and it's tied to everything. And so I can badge into the building with that. I can purchase things from the whatever I want with that. I can do anything I want to with this badge. And if I lose this badge, all they do is they deactivate it, and they give me another one. And then that's all there is to it, and I don't have to carry it around. Literally, I carry it on my person, but not in my person. You know what I mean? And it just seems like that's a pretty good solution. Why do we have to go with implants? Implants are not the answer to everything, right?
Ooh, I would not work there. Either that or I would find some way around it. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing.
I'm not a fan either. So according to the article, only about 50% of the employees have actually opted into this. And I'm a little surprised it's even that high. But I suspect, this is just me suspecting, but I'm sure that a significant percentage of those that opted in do it simply because if they don't, how does that make them look to their superiors? I mean, you're a tech company, yet you're not fully embracing our tech, in every single way. Does that hurt you down the line when you're looking for another job, like in a promotion? It just seems weird to me, man. Seems weird.
Oh, definitely. Nah, I wouldn't care how it were perceived by the higher-ups. I'd be finding somewhere else to go.
Yeah, no.
But I'm that kind of guy.
You are that kind of guy, but not everybody's that kind of guy. You're kind of like the Gundy. At least of this. I mean, you've got the weird haircut. You take off your shirt every time I see you. I'm like, put it back on, Clint.
Like right now.
It's really uncomfortable, by the way. It's just weird.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to say. That's so far beyond the line.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too. All right. Well, Season 2, Segment 1 complete. That was great. Fantastic. Oh yeah, wait. Who let's see. Who sponsored this segment? We got to discuss that. So, what do you think, buddy?
I don't know. Really creepy Big Brother watching you, or what is he now? He's 50, peeling his shirt off in front of a bunch of fans. I'm gonna go with Mike Gundy's sweaty, supple skin.
Oh my goodness, man, that's a sponsor I don't want to have back.
Hey, we're gonna have weird tech companies.
Yeah.
This segment brought to you by supple, sweaty Gundy skin. Yes. All right. We'll be right back after this. Yellow Rose Amplification has been annoying neighbors since 2014. These high-quality, handmade tube amplifiers are at home on stage, in a studio, or in your bedroom, and they are built to last a lifetime. Yellow Rose amps are proudly built in Oklahoma with a Texas state of mind. Exclusive to the Topic Is Yours listeners, Yellow Rose is offering a 10% discount on their flagship amplifier, the RJC10. Check them out at yellowroseamps.com and enter the code TOPIC at checkout. The code again is TOPIC. Yellow Rose Amps. The Rose rocks. Welcome back. Thank you very much. All right, continuing on here. Season 2. Clint, got a question for you, buddy. What's going on?
All right, so fishing. You strike me as an angler.
Yeah? Recreationally, occasionally.
Yeah? When'd you start going?
Well, when I was a kid, man.
Yeah? What'd you fish for?
Perch, catfish.
Perch, catfish?
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of whatever you can get?
Oh, yeah.
Perch, did they taste good? Those aren't very good, are they?
I hear they taste good, but there's just not a lot of meat there, so kind of got to catch a lot of them.
I was a crappie man growing up. Crappie taste good. Crappie are delicious, and they're easy to catch, which is fun. The only problem is that they don't really fight very much. You know what I mean? Like you catch them and they just give up. Whereas a bass, now that's a lot of fun. What about catfish? I've never really catfish. They fight.
Yeah, they fight. That takes some patience. So they're down there on the bottom. You got to wait a little bit till you get a bite.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good fun once you get one on there.
So when you get one, you what do you do? You like take a picture with it? Do you kiss it? What do you do? I mean, I don't know. You seem like a weird guy.
I seem like a weird guy. What do I do?
Yeah,
just put them on a stringer, man.
Put them on a stringer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then go home and eat them.
Yeah, clean them, keep the meat. Where are you going with this, Dave?
I'm just making conversation, pal.
Okay. What do you do with the fish? Why?
Well, I don't know. I'm not an angler. I'm just a guy. No, I was reading a story, and it just kind of caught my attention because it's over in the UK, this British fisherman, and his tradition is whenever he catches a fish, regardless of what it is or the size, he kisses that fish.
Oh, all right.
That's just one thing he does. Well, he caught a 14-centimeter Dover. I don't know what that is. I've never caught a Dover.
Sounds really small.
It's 14 centimeters, and he decided, well, I've gone this far through life, kissing all of my catches. I'm going to kiss this catch as well, even though it's only 14 centimeters.
Yeah, why stop now?
Why stop now? Well, he went in there, went for a kiss, and before he knew it, that 14-centimeter Dover dove into his mouth, right down to his throat, and he went into cardiac arrest. I'm not kidding you.
Dude.
Within 2 minutes, so he was there with some buddies. Within 2 minutes, they were performing CPR on him. He went into cardiac arrest. They called the ambulance. The ambulance showed up. The medic showed up. Performed whatever. And went in to extract the fish. And he said he had to go in there 6 times to extract this fish. Otherwise, the guy would have died. He would have died. But they got him out.
Dude, that is cardiac arrest from a 14-centimeter fish.
Can you believe that? Hey, man, it's on Google, buddy. Google doesn't lie.
Nobody on the internet ever lies. That's right.
Never. Yeah, so, I mean, that's just crazy. But the craziest thing is he's going to continue kissing all of his fish.
Okay.
Yeah, good for him, right?
Sounds like he went in for a French. I don't know how it got down his throat.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Whatever. I just thought that was kind of funny. I remember it made me think, so you put him on a string. My dad and I used to have a fishing boat, and we would go out on, like, Saturdays to this little lake. And neither of us were any good. And our boat was Calling it a boat is actually pretty generous. It really just was a floating device with a trolling motor on it.
Ooh, count it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had several holes in it as well. So
count it.
it was just a matter of time. So there were brief fishing trips. But I remember we were in this really particularly wooded area because that's where we'd go to catch the crappie. You know, that's where they like to hang around in the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And it was windy, it was wavy, and I was the captain. And we caught a few
Captain
that day.
Dave.
Captain D. Captain Dave. And we'd caught a few that day, and so they were in our basket, you know, and you just kind of keep it in the water.
Oh, yeah.
But the rule is you always want to pull that in when you start to move.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I forgot to do that. And I ran into every single tree in that whole lake.
Ooh.
And by the time we extracted the basket from the water, it was just they had all been pulverized.
Oh.
It was really funny at the time, but I felt sorry for them. But we were going to kill them anyway.
Peter can just email us in the mailbag, and I'll pass along Dave's information.
Peter, you know how to reach us. We're looking for content.
That's right.
Looking for content, Peter.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, you reach us. Topic is yours, podcast@gmail.com. So how about that, Clint? What'd you think?
Yeah. What'd you do with the fish?
Did I do with the fish?
Yeah,
No, we drained them into the lake.
You drained.
Well, there wasn't much there. We just put them back where they came.
You really pulverized
Oh yeah,
the fish.
there was no salvaging. There was no meat left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
How many trees did you hit?
I'm telling you, I hit every tree in that lake. Well, it was windy.
Wow.
It was windy, and we were sinking, and there's like 2 horsepower on this boat, you know, and it's just you know, it just hit everything, and it was fun. We laughed really hard about it.
Did you kiss the fish?
You better believe it, buddy.
Did you really?
Oh, every single one.
Are you a
even
fish?
like the carcasses.
What's this? This is the first I've ever heard of kissing a fish, but I'm not really. Is
Yeah.
that what they do on the pro circuits? I don't get it.
Whenever you catch a 14-centimeter fish, you better kiss that thing. That's what the pros do.
Next time I catch a 14-centimeter fish, I
mean,
will.
that's the size of a minnow. It's the size of a minnow.
Yeah. Cardiac arrest. Sounds like he was looking for any excuse to go into cardiac arrest.
Probably.
Is that how that works?
I mean, yeah. It's kind of like Gundy looking for any excuse to show off those rippling abs. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Judging by the light in your eyes whenever I mentioned his name, I'm sure he looked really good.
Hey, man.
Because I know you're a big fan.
That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Sweet. All right, so what else is going on, buddy?
Let's see. Golf. I've got a golf story, and I'm going to struggle through it because I'm not a golfer. Do you golf?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good.
Do you golf, or do you do the driving range thing?
I'm better at driving a fishing boat than playing golf.
Oh, keeping those fish alive than you are at.
That's right.
Okay. Sounds like you're as good of a golfer as I am. So, this has to do. I think we've got a guy that set the world record for the longest ever golf hole.
Okay.
So there's a guy named Adam Ralston.
Was this like a hole-in-one? Like from the tee? Or just a long drive?
Not exactly a hole-in-one. It says that he went around 2,000 kilometers across deserts and mountain ranges of Mongolia.
Are you serious?
2,000 kilometers. You can do the math. You can do the conversion.
I can't. I was hoping you would do it for me. But that's a lot.
No, I'm not going to do that for you.
2,000 kilometers.
2,000. Yeah, it went through deserts and mountain ranges. Like, how infuriating would that be? First of all, way to navigate. Hats off to that guy for
point.
Getting way down the range,
Good
right?
point. Good point. This guy's watched Happy Gilmore one too many times.
Yeah. So it's let's see. He went from, looks like the western, some point in Mongolia, just super far away to the 18th green of the only golf course in a place called Ulaanbaatar, and I'm sure I'm butchering that name. If anybody knows how to say that, you can feel free to make fun of me because
I know how to say it. You said it well. Okay.
got it, nailed it. So let's see, these guys were battling cramps. He had a caddy that had like an inflamed hip. I'm trying to figure out what the payoff is here.
Whoa.
Sounds like they.
So did they hike to this particular location?
Oh, yeah.
Was it? It must have been its tremendous altitude. Well, you said it was a desert, but I mean,
deserts and mountain ranges.
I mean, the air must have been really thin.
Yeah, looks like they were going through some like frozen terrain too. So,
well, that's what happened. It rolled. He He just got a lucky bounce. It's happened to all of us. He hit the cart path. Hit the cart path, you got another 50 yards and easy. That's all this guy did. He hit some ice.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but it's a Guinness World Record, 82 days of trekking across Mongolia. 82 days.
Just to swing a golf club.
Why?
People will do all kinds of things. Why do you kiss fish?
I guess I'm making a list of things that I don't know. Maybe I'm a boring guy because I don't hit golf balls even at a net.
Yeah.
Down the road at that one thing.
Top golf.
There it is. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That one thing with a net, dirt.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Hats off to that guy. Sounds like he's got some time on his hands. I don't know how you pay for that, by the way.
Yeah. How do you raise money to go?
You take all that time off, and you talk somebody into it.
I mean, he took off. So it was 82 days. It's probably one way. The guy took off 6 months. to go hit a guy.
He went through some number of golf balls and golf clubs apparently, and I don't know where that stuff is in the story, but
wow. Well, that's incredible. That's amazing. I would never do that. I don't even like to golf down the street, you know.
Oh, at that net? That one thing that it's called?
I like the net. I like the net place. I just don't like the other, because the net place you screw it up and here's another ball. You don't have to go find the one you just messed up. You've got another one right there for you. You swing it, and you miss that one, and then you got a few more.
So I've been to a driving range once in my life, and it was out at a lake, and there was a really nice guy that let me borrow his club, and I can swing a baseball bat. I apparently can't swing a golf club.
Oh yeah, they're very different.
Well, I totally flung the head off of this guy's golf club. I didn't hit the ground or anything. He said it wasn't my fault, but I felt horrible. Because I hit the ball, and it did okay, and the head went like half as far as the ball did. So.
That was a faulty golf club. The only explanation.
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it.
So you're a ball player. So how many home runs have you ever hit?
One.
Really?
One on the board. That's right.
That's a lot. That's more than I've hit.
Yeah.
How far was it?
I don't know, man. It was. I don't even remember what year that was. It's like 96.
Yeah.
It was a big day for me.
Dude, that's a cool thing. I've never done it. I've struck out many times, though.
I've never done that.
Whatever. All right, so this segment is brought to you by, let's think about this. We got golf. This is hard.
Frenching fish.
Brought to you by Frenching Fish. I think that's good.
In the bag.
Frenching.
Dave destroying fish on the way back to the bank.
Brought to you by Dead Fish. Thank you for listening. All right, we're going to come right back with the mailbag. Stick around.
Hello, the guys want to hear from you. Call in and leave them a voicemail to submit a question or a comment for the mailbag. Tell them how great Clint is doing or how Dave is the Billy Elliot of podcasting. Call 405-730-8672. That's 405-730-TOPC.
All right. Thank you for continuing to listen to us here. Dave's laughing already.
Good job.
All right. Sorry, I'll do it like Dave does it. Thanks for sticking around.
Much better.
Thank you.
Is that really high? Man, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not.
Mail time.
Mail time. There it is. Oh, I'm so glad we have that captured. Okay, mail bag. No Courtney. No other correspondence this week. We're just
no correspondence this week. Next week, I'll take this opportunity to say next week we've got a special Halloween episode. Mark your calendars.
Mark it down.
Mark it down. Show up. Stick around.
Be sure you're subscribed so you can get it anyway without marking your calendar.
Even better.
But good idea. Okay. Got some stuff here in the mailbag. Okay. Let's see.
Why did it take you this long to get
Here's a good one.
Okay.
If you could eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Dude. You go first.
Okay, it's going to be some form of meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like some smoked meat or steak, mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe green bean casserole. rose rolls. Thanksgiving. I'll have Thanksgiving. How about
I
that?
was gonna say that sounds like Thanksgiving.
I'll trade my my dessert for more meat.
What kind of meat?
Shoot. Turkey, beef, brisket.
Just it's got to be smoked.
Yeah, something good like that.
Yeah, I would go. I mean, I can't argue with that. That sounds pretty awesome. My first inclination is always pizza,
Pizza.
which is weird because it's not my favorite food, but it always tastes good. You know what I mean? Like my favorite food is a good old ribeye, medium rare.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Oh, so good. And I think I could do that. I know I could do that every meal, but the problem is breakfast. Breakfast is where you lose me because steak for breakfast, it's a little heavy. It's a little heavy, but a good old cold slice of pizza, game on, dude.
For breakfast?
Oh yeah, you could hit that cold pizza, and then for lunch, take that same pizza but put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, game on, and then you're out of pizza. Then you just call Pizza Hut or call Mazio's or Domino's, and you get a fresh one that night, and you do it again the next day. You know what I mean?
So are you a microwaver of pizza? Is that how you
No,
get it
I
done?
prefer. Here's my technique. My technique is to. Here's what you got to do. You just take the appropriate amount of pizza, you put it on the oven rack. No pan.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it on the rack, and then you hit preheat to 350. And it takes about 6.5, 7 minutes to get to 350. When that thing beeps that it's at 350, you turn the oven off, you extract the pizza, it's perfect. The crust is crispy underneath, the cheese is melted, the pepperoni, the sausage, everything is perfectly warm, and it actually is better when you do it that way than when you just get it off the truck.
Except for all the junk you get in your oven from doing that, right?
That's a small price to pay.
Small price.
That's
to
a good
pay.
point.
All
That's a
right.
good point.
So the method that I like to use is got to be careful how I set down my phone. Where did that picked up?
No, that's good.
So the method I like to do is kind of like the oven thing,
Mm-hmm.
except you put it on the stovetop in a pan, and it's the same thing. You get the bottom side's crispy, the top of it's hot. Like if you can cover it, if you got a lid for one of those pans, it really helps. But,
Okay, dude, I'm going to do that.
yeah, it's way better than microwaving or cold straight out of the fridge. Sorry, Dave.
That's fine. No, you've given me another option for cooking my pizza. I've got a third one for you. Okay, so I did this once with a Totino's party pizza. Okay?
Oh.
And I was just in the mood to grill.
How old were you when this happened?
I don't know. It was last week. And I warmed up. So I'm a charcoal guy.
Oh, yeah.
So it takes a while, but you get your coals going. And so I've got an old-fashioned Weber kettle grill. Get the charcoal in there, but move the charcoal all to one side, and then put that thing frozen straight onto the grill.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And keep the lid closed. You know, you just got to experiment. I was amazed at how well it actually turned out. It was awesome. It was really good.
That is great lengths to cook a Totino's pizza, man.
Well, I'm a creative guy, and when I've got some time at my disposal and $1.50 to burn, I'm just gonna literally just give it a try and see what happens. If you've got the time to do it, I recommend it.
That's like that's like hitting a golf ball across Mongolia. You can just go to the net place.
The net plate.
For what purpose are we doing a pizza on the grill?
Touche.
I don't know.
For fun. I had a good time, and it was delicious.
Hey, more power to you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, man.
Okay, let's see. Got another question here. Oh, this is about Dave farting. We're gonna skip that one.
Dave farting?
Mm-hmm. No,
wow, that's pretty juvenile.
We're not gonna read this question.
That's even worse. That's like is that a Disney lover submission?
You would think, but it's not. It's an internet pervert.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, Dave.
Fair enough.
What's a really obscure talent you have, or that you wish you had?
I don't really have any talents.
Wait, this is your chance to make one up because they're not gonna know any better.
Sheesh, I don't know.
You're a good driver.
Thank you. I'm good. Appreciate that.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a good driver.
Okay, we'll go with good driver.
I'm a safe driver. That's my talent. I get you from point A to B safely.
You ever been in any wrecks that were your fault?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Long time ago. I've learned from my mistakes. No more wrecks.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You got to learn the hard way.
I did. I did learn the hard way. But I was what, 16 years? Literally, I think it was 16 years old. Last wreck I had that was my fault. And it was my fault. It was my fault. And I lied to the cops to try and get out of it. Didn't work.
Oh,
It didn't work.
dude, you've got more to.
Nah, it's not like that bad. But I was clearly at fault, and I tried to get myself out of the jam. But here I am, a 16-year-old, and I rammed like a 45-year-old working man. And so, he's a blue-collar guy. The cop took his side, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I was at fault. Why do you find that so hilarious?
Dave, you just got these stories, man. They just come out of you.
Well, yeah.
The cops never taking your side. I'm seeing a pattern here.
They do. They do now. I mean, I get out of stuff.
Okay, so what episode was it? You had this great tale a few episodes ago where you were talking about the police kicking in your door.
Yeah.
Just go back and listen to all of them. You guys will catch it.
Yeah, I don't remember which one that was. Oh, that was bad.
I don't think I have any. I don't know about obscure talents or things I wish I could do. Let me say it this way. I've got one that I think I'm good at.
Oh, let's hear it.
But my wife will tell you I'm really not.
Okay.
But don't worry, I am. So, you ever done the thing where you meet a person, or you find out somebody's name, and you're like, that can't be that person's name because it doesn't match their face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? That's
Sure.
that's a little weird, right?
It is?
I like to do the thing where I guess the person's name before I know it based on their face, like what they look like.
Oh.
And I'm way better at it than my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was my name? But before you and I knew each other, what would you say my name is?
You look like a Patrick.
Patrick.
Patty cakes.
Pat, that's a slam in the face. A slap in the face. Patrick.
I don't know, man. That's off the cuff. See, I'm good at it, right?
No, that's not my name. It's terrible. It was awful. You look like a Jeb.
A Jeb.
Patrick and Jeb just killing time. All right, folks. Any other questions? I don't think you have any more questions.
Oh, Dave. Oh, patty cakes.
Oh. All right, Jeb, we'll see you next week. Speaking of next week, I mentioned it earlier, but we do have a good Halloween episode on tap, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for listening to us and bearing with us this time. Until next time, this is Patty and Jeb. We'll see you then. I was at fault. Why do you find that so hilarious?